I was the customer success manager for Heimdall on the America territory. And I was working all the holiday shifts. And a customer of mine calls me. They were using some products from us, but not patching. So they call me up and they say, Andrei, I know you're working. I guess it's a slow day. Would you mind just grabbing a digital coffee? I want to run a situation by you that looks very, very suspicious to me. And I was like, okay, let's do it. When we met, he was explaining that, hey, this software that we have has this vulnerability. You might know about it. I knew about the vulnerability. It was a big fuss over the entire internet. It was about 1 week old and the patch was already available by the time I'm saying it was 1 week old. So the patch availability was already 1 week old. So after 1 week, the guy started using their patching tool. I don't recall what tool it was, and that's not important. And he starts to look for his computer so that he can push the updates. To his surprise, almost all the computers from the company were lacking that patch, aside of one little department. There were like 6-7 people. I believe it was finance or something like that, which is a very sensitive department. And he was like, Andrei, why would everybody need this patch aside of finance? And I was like, interesting. Let's actually take a closer look. Can you remote in one of those computers and check, maybe in the application, if you can see when it was last updated? And to his surprise, all of the finance computers were updated 2 days before the moment he decided to start doing the update manually with the update itself. But it was very suspicious because nobody from their team actually did that. So what we also looked at, we looked a bit at a few network captures so that we can see the activity. And all of a sudden, finance, since that update, had very suspicious connections to very weird servers across the world, making no sense whatsoever. They were not using any new tool, they were not changing anything in their procedures, not working with any third-party consultant. So there was no reason, no plausible reason for why they should have had that communication. But still, all the finance computers with all the sensitive data were negotiating information across with very, very suspicious servers. So in that moment, we actually figured out, I told him to lock down the entire network, pull the computers from the internet, disconnect them from the drives, because he actually had an exploit kit installed as the update. So basically an exploit kit is what an attacker uses to disguise their malicious code, as mentioned earlier, in the update of that particular application, because you already trust that application. It's already installed, your security systems know about it, so it won't be too suspicious. Right? That's why patching or the lack of patches, vulnerabilities in general, are one of, let's say, the most dangerous, if not one of the top 3 most dangerous attack vectors that you need to eliminate ASAP. So yeah, that's the story with one of my former customers that had a massive surprise. Luckily, not too much information was leaked, and they could stop this in time before this grew in a full-scale attack.